Hello Virgo, thank you for joining me for your June 2020 ASMR Tarot Forecast. I've been starting off these readings with a nice misting of water. So I have something a little bit fun that I made, and it is this deck of Vaporwave Lenormand cards, and in addition to them being Vaporwave themed, they are also gender non-specific. So if you're non-binary, you don't have to pick some weird significator. The cards are self and other. So there's other right there. So even if you're feeling dissociative, you still have a card to choose from. And of course, they work just fine for people on the gender binary as well. We have this sodalite pyramid. I have this purple, very dark purple, violet even, amethyst. And I have this very transparent kunzite, which, if you can tell, is a very pale pink and very clear. You can see right through it. I love that about it. I also I'm using as a pendulum this blueberry shaped azurite that has little flecks of malachite kind of near that band at the top of wire. Alright, what I'd like for you to do for me, Virgo, is to take all the negative energy and emotions that have been building up over the past week, month, year, decade, however long in your life that you've been holding on to, and I want you to just release them into this flame. Right? Yeah, just let it go. Watch them just get completely consumed and enveloped by that flame and all burned up. Great. Thank you. Alright, so then the deck that I will be working with today is the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck. It's beautifully illustrated. It has like nice gold details on it. Only complaint that I have, of course, is that it's enormous and my hands are so small. I have to shuffle it in stages. Alright, Virgo, here we go. Here we go, Virgo. Here we go. Right. What is going on with you, the star? Well, that's a great start to the reading. The star being all about success, great career, fame, charisma, all of these things. The star. Crossed by the Six of Cups. So something then could be returning from your childhood, or maybe because of something that reminded you of your childhood, you started this new thing and now you're wildly successful. Six of Cups is like returning from the past too, so it doesn't necessarily have to be your childhood, but it could be about like 80s or 90s nostalgia possibly too. If you had like a 90s nostalgia themed store or something. In the past we have your card, the Hermit, and it's upright, so probably there was a period in which you were undergoing a lot of introspection, or you had taken a retreat to work on yourself. The Hermit's also about knowledge. It's a little light, lighting the way for others possibly. Current affairs. We have the King of Swords, and he's in the reverse. This, to me, is about some very harsh words being exchanged between you and another person. This person could be an air sign, could be a very masculine, harsh air sign type person, but it doesn't have to be. Alright, let's look at the future. Alright, so the Hierophant's been coming out in a lot of readings. That's cool. And it could be about a marriage, but it could also be about your moral high road that you're going to be taking. And so another interesting thing we see here is this juxtaposition between the Hermit in the past and the Hierophant in the future. To me, that looks a bit like an evolution of self. I'm not going to turn this card over just yet. Alright, let's see more about this current state. Seven of Pentacles, the Quit Your Job card. And it's in the reverse. So I sense that you're really giving up on something that you've been working hard on. And let's see what the world at large has to say about that. This is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Now this could be a fire sign, but it's charismatic, feminine energy, very confident. And because it's in the reverse here, that could be you not feeling your confidence. Or it could be that there's a figure in your life who's a fire sign, possibly a parent, and they disapprove of you giving up on whatever this is that you've been working so hard on. So yeah, it could be either just you're not feeling confident about it, or it could be that someone else disapproves of what you're doing, and that their fire sign could be a Leo. Yeah. Hopes and fears. Ah, yes. Okay, so we have the artist here. And so in the reverse, if you think about all of the negative connotations that people put on artists, like they're selfish, they're always broke, you know, they're not very good at what they do. So I think that is definitely some fears that you've been having, is that you're selfish, broke, and not very good at what you do. But that's not necessarily the case. Definitely don't. Like I said, I see this progression here for you. These are the cards, you know, in the past and the future, and then even here in the present we have the Star. So I think you're really coming into your own in a way that you don't yet recognize. All right. And also, you know, these could be two parents, and you've got the one parent on one side saying something and the other parent on the other side saying something else, and they're not quite in opposition to each other. They're kind of at a weird angle. So, you know, you really have to do what's right for you at the end of the day. And good parents will understand that. Alright. So now, the moment of truth, right? Oh, wow! What a great ending. Yeah, we've got the Chariot here, which is about victory. It could be about making a choice, because you see the two sphinxes being the different colors, representing duality. But the Chariot is about victory. And then we have the World card here to finish off your reading, and you really can't get a much better ending to your reading than the World card, because there's a finality to it. It's all about having the world at your fingertips, having command of the four corners of the earth. That's what the tetramorph and the four figures flanking her on this card represent. The four fixed signs of astrology, and also the four archangels and the four cardinal directions. Alright, well, this reading's been pretty straightforward. But I do want to clarify a few things. I want to see the progression here. I want to find out more about these two people. So I'm going to connect these two cards with Lenormand cards. I'm going to connect these two cards with Lenormand cards. And then I want to find out more about this particular situation. Excuse me, that's 7 of Wands. Alright, so let's look at this progression of you as a person. You've got the garden, tending your garden. This is who you surround yourself with, what you surround yourself with, what you put into your body, how you treat your body. The bouquet, which is either a gift or a flirtation. And the ring can be a partnership. So this could be about marriage. And the garden then being your social circle. That could easily be about marriage. Because this would be like a gift of a partnership. And let's find out about these people. The child, the crossroads, and the sun. The sun's all about success. The child could be about new things, but it could also, in this case, speak to the fact that these two are parents and they share a child. And then the crossroads being the choices that the child is making for success. So I kind of get that feeling about it. Or alternately, it could be choosing between something new and something established and successful. Alright, and about this card specifically, you've got other, self, and the fox. And other and self are pointed away from each other. Here. This could be you and your partner. The fox is about being crafty or cunning, but it could also be about a job. And it looks here like maybe you and your partner were involved in a business, and that either one or both of you are choosing to abandon that business. But I do still see that, you're not abandoning each other. So that's good. And I think this person has helped you become who you're going to be in the future as well. So I definitely feel like they're still actively engaged in your life, but I feel like there is a partner involvement here. Alright, well, that's about all I have to say about that, Virgo. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Let me know if you liked my Lenormand deck down in the comments. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out so much. Tell your friends if you enjoyed it. And I will see you again very soon.